Hello everyone and welcome back to more Fruit of Grisaia. In the last episode, Makina is officially my daughter. Not legally, but kind of, in a role model sort of way. She kind of played the father-daughter role, but she takes it a little far with the whole kissing and kind of the tongue thing. It's a bit weird. Mane is like, hey, I'm cool with it, but the other girls might not be so cool with it. And we're like, oh shit, didn't think about that. So, let's continue on. A certain incident comes to mind from back in the days when I was still a genuine brat, thoroughly unversed, that's a silly word, unversed in the ways of women. One morning, JB was clearly feeling poorly. Considerate young man that I was, I proceeded to badger her throughout breakfast about the nature of her distress, ultimately leading to an enraged bell of, "What do you think?" and a thoroughly unpleasant day for both of us. Amane, my friend, are you referring to some variety of menstrual difficulties?
あんた、真面目な顔して何言ってんのよ。
Menstrual difficulties? No. Okay. That'll clear that up. Well, expecting a man such as myself to divine the subtle workings of the female mind is the height of folly. But in any case, Amane's suggestion that I have something to worry about just doesn't feel convincing. Ever since I was a child, people have been telling me that I think too much, but even I can't see any need to waste my time pondering this. And so I decided to become Makina's father. Crazy story, right? Okay, you all look, like what was so bad about what I did? What? Dropping my hand onto Makina's head with a thump, I draw my frank, casual announcement to a close. In that instant, the very air of the classroom seems to freeze solid. Saki's expression is so befuddled, it seems clear that her mind hasn't fully processed the meaning of my words. Michiru's wide-open eyes are full of unspoken questions regarding my sanity. The brush in Sachi's hand, running through Michiru's hair only a moment ago, has come to an abrupt halt. Her mouth lies slightly ajar, as if stuck halfway through a question. So I take it you're not cool with this? Although all three have distinctly different reactions, they share one common feature, a long moment of silence. It lasts perhaps 10 seconds before Michiru finally manages to speak.
あんた何言ってんの?
Didn't you hear? Okay, I'll repeat myself once more, but this is the last time. Withdrawing my hand from Makina's fuzzy head, I clasp my arms behind my back and breathe in a hearty, lungful air.
いや、聞こえなかったわけじゃないから。ただ
I mean exactly what I said.
だがって言われても。つまりな、風見雄二はこのイリスマキナの男になったから、おめえらは手出すんじゃねえぞって、そういうことなのよさ。
To be fair, it was a lot of money. She used her mind games on me. Look at that subtle little crap she pulls. It's her fault. She brainwashed me. She did. I swear. Of course, I've actually become Makina's father, and the term man strikes me as fairly inexact analog in this context. But then again, it's not like this is the first time Makina has displayed a lack of linguistic competence. Hardly worth correcting every little slip of that stubby little tongue. After all, these girls have known Makina longer than me, so I'm sure they can grasp her actual meaning without any need for my interpretation. Ah, so that's how it is. Most likely words along those lines will bring this discussion to an end, and we'll shift on to some other trivial topic, like always. But my expectations prove somewhat off the mark. In a simultaneous movement that almost seems choreographed, Saki, Michiru, and Sachi turn their heads to stare at Amane, currently standing by with her arms folded and a wry smile on her face.
なんで私を見る？だってねえ。
急に父親になったと言われても書類の問題とか。
いや、なんつうか父親って言ってもそこまで本意気じゃないっていうか、ごっこ遊びの延長みたいな。ほら、私がマキナのママになってあげるってなノリで。あ
あ、そういうことでしたか。ようやく特進が行きました。しかし父親プレートはまたマニアックな。
私は結構本気だよ。パパだってたとえ世界中を敵に回しても私を守ってくれるって言ったよ。
I'm really regretting saying those words now. Yeah, that I did.
嘘じゃないよね。
Oh, those eyes, they melt my heart. Of course I did, of course. Makina's gazing up at me, and clear anxiety in her eyes. I drop my hands on her shoulders and nod firmly. There's no problem. I'm going to take care of you from now on, okay? Back in the old days, when I asked my master a similar question, she gave me an answer along those lines. Drop me in the worst hellhole on earth with nothing but a rusty knife and I'll still come back alive. I'm an ultra-high-powered piece of national defense equipment with the nerve and skill to single-handedly annihilate 1,000 terrorists. Okay, man. Ego much, really? 1,000 terrorists? Maybe 1 or 2. 1,000? Come on, man. No one likes a gloater. And I'll use everything I have to raise you into a full-blown adult. You don't need to worry about a thing. Wait, how old is Makina again? Did they ever tell me? Because this is kind of weird if she's like our same age. But even so, I don't want her to experience the hardships I've known. Is this what they call parental love? Is it? Shrieking out her own sound effect like a complete airhead, Makina wraps her arms around my waist and hugs me tightly. What? At this point, for some reason, mine decides to seize hold of my left arm and smother it between her oversized mammaries.
なるほど。把握しました。では、私はマキちゃんの使用人ということで。必死。
Seizing the moment, Sashi firmly grasps my right arm and likewise squeezes it against her chest. Hey now, what the hell? A number of inquiries and complaints regarding this development run through my mind, but I'm discreet enough to keep them to myself. Carefully maintaining her vice-like grasp, Sashi meets my exasperated gaze with upturned eyes as clear and expressionless as glass beads. Damn, what the cold stare. Get the chill just looking at it. It stares back at me with the cold pupils of a woman who isn't prepared to take no for an answer. Her voice may be calm, but I've learned from experience that Sachi's astonishingly stubborn when she gets that look in her eyes. But you know, the Makina's servant should probably be clinging to Makina, probably won't get me out of this.
メイドがいれば便利ですよ。特に私はなかなか開かないポテトチップスの袋を開けるのが得意ですので、無駄にイライラしないで済みます。一家に一人は必要ですね。
Okay. Rather than keeping a maid around for that, I think it'd be wiser to buy a pair of scissors at the 100-yen shop. But I can already see the conversation devolving into a debate on the merits of conspicuous consumption. Oh, I'm with you, Yumiko. I'm with you 155%. This isn't a house. We're not playing a game, Amana. Do you not understand that? This isn't a game. She bought me. I'm like property now. I can't. I'm too deep into it now. Ignoring Amane's teasing voice, Sakaki stalks imperiously back to her seat, where she begins retrieving and arranging her textbooks. Of course, Sakaki never was the type to really roll along with this sort of lighthearted farce. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. And she is far too proud to initiate an attempt at compromise. Michiru probably doesn't give a damn. Caught off guard by the sudden question, Michiru emits an undignified little grunt.
だいたいあんたも女の子に抱きつかれて鼻の下を伸ばしてんじゃないわよ。
I just imagine her looking up at her and like throwing 1,000 yen bills all over the place. Like, yep, I'm gonna keep drawing as long as I got my cash. Do I really look like I'm enjoying this to you? I didn't ask these three to amuse themselves by making a toy out of me. Quite the opposite, actually. My imprisonment in this mass of flesh is quickly getting into sweltering territory. But just as I'm about to point out that the break's going to end soon, Sachi's grip on my arm grows even tighter.
まだお分かりにならないのですか、みちる様。
You don't understand. You weren't there for the conversation.
何よ。
今このタイミング、今こそがまさにデレの時なのです。
What? At Sachi's forceful declaration, Michiru's body quivers as though struck by lightning. Grasping her own upper arms to keep herself from shaking, she averts her eyes in shock.
でも
何を迷う必要がありますか。さあ、出れましょう。
Her face utterly earnest, Sachi nods gravely to herself, then glances around the area thoughtfully.
犬がいませんね。
Oh.
犬？
幸せな家庭にはペットの犬が欠かせません。
Oh my god.
ペットを飼うということは生活のゆとりの表れであり、その家庭の幼い子供はペットを飼うことで弱者に対する思いやりを知り、
Sachi, I really call Michiru a fucking dog? What the hell's wrong with you? She's a human being. I mean, kinda.
やがて思春期を迎える頃に生き物の死というものを学ぶのです。
Okay, that wasn't a lot of words for a lot of words, okay.
幸いなことにマキちゃんは以前白い犬が欲しいと言っていました。今みちる様に対して発生している需要とはまさにそこかと。
それってつまり私に犬の真似をしろと？ペットの犬になって有事に甘えろと？あんたはそう言っているのね。
Man, no wonder that isolate us. We're all so fucked up. As Michiru tenaciously, well, that's summarizes the nature of her situation, Sachi nods its silent
み
affirmation.
ちる様におかれましてはご理解が早くて助かります。
Bark for me?
泣いてください。
What the hell?
ワンと泣くのです。愛らしくワンワンと泣きながら風見さんの足に必死としがみつくのです。うぐではありません。ワンです。恥ずかしがっている場合ではありませんよ。今こそが不退転の時、自ら交代のネジを取り外したツンデレという生き様を見せつけるのです。さあ。
Beads of greasy sweat rolling down her forehead, Michiru emits a pitifully hoarse groan.
さっちゃんも追い詰めるわね。みちるの顔見てごらんなさいよ。なんかもういろいろな価値観が頭の中でぐるぐると渦巻いちゃって吐きそうな顔してるじゃないの。うわ
Well, there's the bell. Alright, you lot, we've got class.
次の授業何だったっけ？
Fuck if I know.
次はみんな大好き古文です。居眠りしないように注意しましょう。
Oh good, classical literature. Just something to get my mind off of this clusterfuck of a situation.
で、静かだと思ったらマキちゃん寝ちゃってますね。起こし
No,
ましょうか。
no, let her sleep. Okay, we'll wake her up.
はい、お任せください。こう見えて私、寝た子を起こす能力にも定評がありますので。
Okie dokie. Not sure if that's the best talent for a maid to have.
マキちゃん、起きて。授業が始まっちゃうよ。
It's not too late to do mine out, is it? God. Nope. I'm committed to this. I've got to do it for the people, for the viewers.
ご飯はさっき食べたばかりでしょ。
It's like watching an old man in the grips of dementia being gently chided off by his long-suffering daughter-in-law. With some effort, Sachi succeeds in peeling Makina off of me. Sliding both arms under the limp little creature's armpits, she begins to drag her off like a medic pulling a wounded grunt to cover.
ちょっとサーチ
はい、何か。
何かじゃないわよ。ちょっとどうしてくれるのよ。
それは何に対してでしょう。というか、私にどうして欲しいのですか？
うぐ
うぐではわかりません。もっと具体的に何に対してどのような補填をお望みなのか、はっきりと言ってください。さあ。ご自分の中の苛立ちの正体がうまく言葉にできないのですね。わかります。それが今時の無軌道な若者というものでしょう。大丈夫です。そんな時はとりあえず弱者をいじめておけばいいのです。振り上げた拳の収めどころにお悩みでしたら、私の方をお貸ししましょう。それでみちる様の憤りが晴れるのであれば。さあ、
Oh my god.
どうぞお打ちください。あ、みちる様、どちらへ？もうすぐ授業が。
Why don't you let her be for the moment? I'm not sure I entirely understand, but the girl seems to have been hurt somehow.
難しいお年頃ですね。
You're like 5 seconds older than she is. Don't even play that card. Shaking her head in sorrowful disappointment, Sati proceeds to drag Makina off. Things took a rapid turn for the manic, so I'm not entirely confident we've reached a common understanding. But, for the time being, I've relayed the news of my new position as Makina's father to our classmates. And I think it went pretty well. So, with that, I'm going to sign off here. I'll see you all in the next episode of Fruit of Grisaia. Take it easy.